We're back with Coach Joey Thacker of Franklin County as he takes. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 11th Region Girls Championship game. It's Franklin County and Scott County. Franklin County 26-7, Scott County 28-6. With me, Julie Muntz, and also William Warfield, the King of Stream. And we've got a good matchup here, Julie. We're going to talk to both coaches in just a couple of minutes, but I tell you, we're looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, absolutely. And the excitement here at EKU Paul McBrayer Arena is just phenomenal. We got the bands playing. We got the stages set. We're going to see who's going to punch this ticket, Gary.
And it's going to be a good ball game, too. We got some terrific players in this game. We talked to both coaches before the game. We talked to Joey Thacker first and got his thoughts. Here's Joey Thacker, the head coach of Franklin County, the Lady Flyers. County, they've got a lot of weapons. Is that one of your main concerns tonight?
Yeah, the big three. You got to figure out a way for them not to have balance, because if all three of them have balance, they're probably going to score 65, 70 on you. So we got to figure out how we're going to take a couple or one away.
Look at your ball club. I know you expect a big game out of Brooklyn Miles and Patience Laster. Who will you count on otherwise to maybe make that third or fourth difference?
Well, I still think Jasmine Simpson has to make shots. She made the shot she took the other night, but now she's got a bad hamstring that she got dinged up on over here in the corner. And I think Nevaeh Carter's got to play better. She played really well against them last year, and she can get to the basket on them. She's got to help us do that tonight.
I don't know that they've got anybody that can really match up with Brooklyn Miles with her speed. She's just so quick out there. She's going to be the quickest player on the floor.
Well, he's got a decision to make. Is he going to put somebody long and big on her like he sort of did McMath the other night, or is he just going to kind of back off of her? She's playing really well. She's really focused and walked through today. I'm anxious to see how she plays.
What about Patience Laster? Man, she had a huge game in your first regional tournament game. She was, I think, 25 points and really went to the boards, and she did a great job.
Yeah, she's growing up some. I've been pretty tough on her here lately, and she's got to go make plays that Brooklyn sets her up for. And if she can do that and maybe get Thompkins or Williams in foul trouble doing that, she's doing what we need her to do.
A lot of familiarity in this basketball game. Scott County's been here several times, been here, done that. You've been here, done that, gone to state tournament 3 years in a row and runner-up a couple times. So, Coach, what will you do to offset that experience?
Well, there are no secrets. I just feel like that maybe this time we don't try to be as methodical against them and try to use our depth and our athleticism. And until we see early how foul trouble goes and how the flow of the game goes, you really don't know. But I don't plan on walking it up down the floor tonight.
What do you see as the keys to your basketball team winning this 11th region, heading to the Sweet 16, the Mingy Beef Jerky Sweet 16?
Well, we got a rebound. I mean, they had 75 rebounds against South Laurel. I don't know if that's a state record, but that's quite a few. And then no live ball turnovers. We can't throw it to them while the clock's running and they go down and lay it in. So I would say those two things.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Good luck tonight against Scott County, and congrats for having your Lady Flyers right back here in the regional championship.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Joey Thacker, the head coach of Franklin County. We'll come back and talk to Steve Helton of Scott County, get his thoughts on tonight's game. It's the 11th Region Championship, and you're listening to it live right here on PrepSpin.com.
Did you know
And we also had an opportunity to catch up with Steve Helton. He's the head coach of the Scott County Lady Cards. We're back with Coach Steve Helton of Scott County. Coach, familiarity, you've been here, done that. You've been in this regional championship, won it the last few years, so congratulations for that.
Hey, thank you very much. It's been a good run, new team, new season, so we'll see what happens tonight.
Same opponent you had last year in the regional. You had Franklin County. They're a team that has a few weapons, and they got a little team speed with Brooklyn Miles.
Extremely well coached team. I think that's the first thing that sticks out to me when you talk about Franklin County, the job that Joey and his staff do. Very talented. Brooklyn. It starts with Brooklyn. They have size. They have all the pieces. So tonight's going to be a good challenge.
You do too. You got a good shooter in Morgan DeFore. You got the inside presence with Malaya Williams, a Miss Basketball candidate. So you've got the inside-outside too.
It's about tempo for us. We've got to make sure that the tempo kind of goes in our favor tonight. And we've had some. We've been very blessed. Our kids. We do have some talent, and they've worked hard this year. And but it comes down to one game. You hate to say your whole season hinges on one game, but in reality. A lot of times you're based on how many championships you win, and a night for us to, see what happens.
What do you think are going to be the keys to you guys getting the win here tonight over Franklin County?
Number one key is we got to slow Brooklyn down in transition. We can't allow her to just rip and run. She's too talented. But on the flip side of that, I think we've got to rim run and have our bigs rim run. And so, if we'll rim run, that'll allow us to get the tempo going a little bit. But we've got to find a way to slow her down just a little bit. At least, she can't go north-south. We got to push her east-west.
And you do not want to shoot what the temperature is outside today. It's about 37, 38 degrees. You want to shoot in the 40s or 50s. I know that that will be much more beneficial to your ball club and really Franklin County the same.
We're looking at 80, 90 shots a game is where we want to be. I think we played here on Wednesday and shot 30% and won, which was it was a little tougher than it needed to be. So hopefully we'll shoot the ball better tonight.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time and good luck tonight in this 11th Region Championship.
Thank you so much.
That's Steve Helton, the fine coach at Scott County. We'll come back and set the starting lineups for you on PrepSpin.com. The championship. And we're going to go to him, Julian. And when we get done with the starting lineups, I want to get your impressions of the coach's thoughts on this game tonight with Franklin County and Scott County. What records? Scott County 28-6, one of the top teams in the state in the RPI. They have played a brutal schedule. And Franklin County, they've gotten out and played a good schedule too, 26-7. So two outstanding records here tonight. And we're going to the public address announcer, Chuck Crawford here at Eastern Kentucky.
And now, to honor our country, we stand for the playing of our national anthem played tonight by the Franklin County Band. and Mikulara.
Starting lineups tonight: Morgan DeFore, Malaya Williams, Kennedy Tompkins, Emma Price, and Kaylee Wise. For Scott County. For Franklin County, Brooklyn Miles, Patience Laster, Jasmine Simpson, Jasmine Chambers, and it looks like Thacker. She got to start tonight, so Gracie Thacker.
Yeah, she started the other night as well.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're just going for, physicality and presence right now. Or, I'm sorry, but more guard play to match some of their quickness that Scott County has, too.
So jumping up, it will be Malaya Williams. She would jump up against Miss Thacker, Gracie Thacker. She's a sophomore, right?
Sophomore,
Yeah.
and I was saying that looks like Gracie got all the height in the family.
Yeah. And wins the tap back to the 4. 4 works it across on Brooklyn Miles. And she's trying to direct the offense, and she bounces over on the left side to Wise. Thompkins down low, and it's picked off by Franklin County. Good defense. Simpson gives it up to Miles. Miles across the line, and you heard Joey Thacker at the pregame with us. He said, hey, we can't be methodical tonight. In the corner it comes out left side, and working with it is Chambers to the basket, no, and rebounded by Thompkins. And she's going to lead it out to her teammate, and she's going to Euro step it. It won't go there for Scott County. Knocked around and stepped out of bounds.
Yes, great hustle play, but, it looks like number 40, Kaylee Wise, had a great rebound, just muscled a little bit over the rim, but just couldn't make it in.
So Emma Price was the young lady who had the wide open bust out. Down the lane is going to be Brooklyn Miles. Gets it over left side Chambers, and she knocks it down.
Well, I tell you what, Brooklyn Miles did a phenomenal job finding the open player. She does great, just a clinic.
Malaya Williams. Over it comes to Wise. To Tompkins, free throw line jumper, knocks it down.
That's automatic.
Kennedy Tompkins.
Yeah, great job by Kennedy Tompkins, utilizing the rotation and being able to hit the nice shot at the free throw line.
Jasmine Simpson yet to cross the timeline, and she gets it in the middle to her teammate Hamlin. And here's another shot. The back of the rim won't go for Chambers. Picked up by Brooklyn Miles. She drives to the basket, throws it up and in.
What a tough shot by Brooklyn Miles.
Man, how did Kennedy
is
Tompkins
tough.
was right there waiting on her, wasn't she?
She tried to draw the foul.
Tompkins spinning like a top, off glass, good. Tompkins got all 4 points. It's 4-4. Scott County and Franklin County tied up. Brooklyn Miles quickly down court. Right side, it goes to Gracie Thacker. But she can't hit the shot, coming out there with a DeFore. DeFore down the lane, outrunning everybody, lays it up and in. That's what Morgan DeFore gives you, that rim
and I'll
action.
tell you what, the quickness of both teams here, it's just putting on a display.
Jasmine Chambers gets it back to her teammate. And that's Simpson. Now they go to Brooklyn Miles. Miles in the corners, Lake and Hamlin. You got to watch her. She's a good three-point shooter. But Brooklyn Miles looks that way, comes back out now to Simpson. Crossover. Simpson spinning down the lane, trying to get over to Hamlin. Lake and Hamlin bounces back to Simpson, back to Brooklyn Miles. She's open from 3, and that's going to be off the mark. As coming out to try to defer that shot was Malaya Williams.
Yeah, it looks like Patience Lassiter is coming in. Going to establish more physicality underneath.
She is a 5'11 sophomore, averages nearly a double-double.
She's a workhorse.
She sure is, and she's going to work that middle now on Kennedy Tompkins. Morgan DeFore on Miles.
That's a good matchup, too.
Down low, Tompkins got 4 and won't go. Malaya Williams flies in, puts it up, tapped around, and getting the basketball knocked down by Williams. She's going to pick up a foul as she fouled Jasmine Simpson. Williams, 6'4", senior, averaging 20 points a game and 13 and a half rebounds.
Yeah, and I understand that she has several high D1 offers, so she's going to have an excellent summer, and we'll see the future. The sky's the limit with
Simpson
her.
penetrates right elbow, kicks it back to Miles. Brooklyn with the lets it fly, and it rolls off, tapped around, and let's see, we had over the back called, I believe. Laster, I tell you what, she's got position in there. A lot
She
of people
did, and that's what I like about Lassiter. She just does the little things that nobody really recognizes, that she worked for a position to be able to get the rebound.
That foul went on Kennedy Thompkins. She picked up her first. In the corner, there's a shot knocked down by Jasmine Chambers. Was that a 3?
I think it was a 2.
A 2, so it's 6-6 down. They put it up there and down low. That shot won't go for Malaya Williams. Then Thompkins puts it up and draws the foul.
And as both coaches have noticed that, they've noted during the interview, like their rebounding is very crucial and key. So they're doing a great job getting the rebounds out and hitting the outlet to be able to drive to the basket.
We're tied at 6-all, Julie, with 4:36 in the first quarter. Tompkins free throw. I thought she had a little spin on it. Was going to roll over that front of the rim, but it came back on her. No good.
Sometimes that happens.
So Nevaeh Carter, the sophomore guard, will check in, and going out will be Simpson. Missed them both. Rebounded, pulled down by Jasmine Chambers. She gets it out now to Brooklyn Miles. Miles, DeFore comes and tries to snap it from behind, and Brooklyn gets it back now to Chambers. She's down the lane, left hand and double dribble.
Yeah, I tell you what, it was a good heads-up move by Jasmine Chambers, and she just drove the ball hard to the basket, but, got both hands on the ball.
So far, Miles has a bucket. Chambers has a bucket, has 2 of them, and Tompkins has 4. DeFore has 2. Down low they go, and it's stolen by Patience Laster. Boy, what a good steal. Came from the backside and picked it off. Carter gets it back down to Brooklyn Miles. She surveys the defense, gets it in the corner to Lakin Hamlin, and the 3 good.
They are hitting some key shots.
Hamlin.
Great job.
She's an outstanding shooter, and she's even better in the class, 4.1 in the class. Here's a three-pointer out of the right side, and that's knocked down. And a
13.
Good, that is Price.
Emma Price.
Can't hardly see her number, but
I told you it was going to be rough.
Yeah, these numbers are tough for an old eyes. 9-9 is your score. Franklin County's are very easy, but Scott County, I don't know what that's a purple on black, right? Who wears purple on black?
Oh, it's not purple. It's like a royal blue, like dark blue.
Shot put up and in. Hamlin with 5 now. It's 11-9, Franklin County. Laster picks it off.
With another steal.
Great steal.
Great heads up.
So down low with it, and Carter working down the left side. Gets in the middle to Patience Laster, out to Brooklyn Miles. Between her legs. Comes over now. Hamlin gives it back to Chambers. Drives down, puts it up, and draws the foul. And if that goes on Tompkins, that's her second.
Yeah, she's going to have to sit. Whoa, check that. Morgan DeFore? I don't even think she was around, was she?
I didn't see her.
Was there a replay, William?
11-9, and she knocks down the free throw. That's 6 points for Chambers. 12-9. Missed it and battle for it, and they're going to give it back to Franklin County.
She did, yeah.
Kennedy, Loshavian Kennedy checks in, and going out will be Chambers. Chambers has played well.
Oh, phenomenal.
Patience Laster has it out front, working on Kennedy Tompkins. In the corner to Brooklyn Miles, lines up a long 3, off the mark, and rebounded and pulled down by Scott County. That was Kaylee Wise.
Oh.
Pass to Malaya Williams, goes out of bounds.
That took off and sailed. My goodness. The right idea, but just couldn't connect.
2:40 to go in the first quarter. The boys regional championship tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. Lexington Catholic, they will do battle with Scott County. So Scott County's in the finals, both girls and boys.
Yeah, they got.
Hey, they split the schools, but they're still in the finals.
That is incredible.
Patience Laster can't handle that pass, out of bounds.
I guess what I like about Scott County, too, is they recognize that their sports is the front porch of the school.
Who just came in for Scott County? I can't see her number.
.22, I believe, just checked in for Scott County.
That's Owens. But these numbers
Kenan Owens, yeah.
These numbers for Scott County
when you have the blue on black, it's really tough to read.
Unbelievable. Throw over to Simpson. Back it comes to Kennedy. Back to Brooklyn Miles. Down the lane, Dipsy Doodle, block, foul, as Kennedy Thompkins came out to greet her.
Looks like the foul's going to be on number 13, Emma Price, her first. Little reach in. Well, I'll tell you what, Brooklyn Miles is tough to guard when she takes it to the rack.
Brooklyn Miles makes it 13-9, 2:01 to go, first quarter of action. I'm having trouble with these Scott County colors, guys. I can't see them. I know Malaya Williams and Thompkins because they're the two biggest girls out there, but when they start bringing subs in, I have no idea their number.
Looks like we have Chambers checking back in. She has had a nice little rest. So, as Joey said, that's the key to the game right there. She's hit some really crucial shots already.
Brooklyn Miles set to put it in play. She kicks it way out top now to Simpson. She comes back to Carter. They got some quickness in her now with Miles and Carter. She splits the defenders, works down the elbow, and puts it up. No, rebounded by Williams. Williams wants to kick it out to DeFore. She lines up to three, and that's in and out. And DeFore comes flying. Malia Williams gets it, sticks it up, no, and rebounded by Chambers. Leads it out to Brooklyn Miles behind the back dribble. Down court, throws it up and won't go, and battle for it. Malaya Williams wins a rebound. She gets it out to DeFore. Ball on the court. Owens in there as well. She checked in 22. DeFore behind the back, out front, three-pointer, good.
What a nice three-point shot by Morgan DeFore. The Red Mamba strikes.
The Red Mamba. She's got 5 points, and it's 13-12, and we're going to have a foul. Franklin County's Lakin Hamlin checks back in, and Brooklyn Miles will get a quick respite.
I just thought it was interesting, Gary, that on that last matchup down the floor, Brooklyn Miles was guarding 6'4" Malia Williams.
And doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, she's still doing really well.
So Carter works it across, angles right side, goes over down to Simpson. Down low, she goes to Patience Laster, and they call travel on her. Been a little rough start for Patience in this game.
Yeah, she
had a couple nice defensive
She
plays.
makes a living down there when Brooklyn Miles drives to the basket, and she usually gets the kick, but she just hadn't had that yet.
Price setting up in the corner, and before it gets it to her, Price lines up a high arcing three, back of the rim, no. Tapped around, and good rebound by Carter.
Yeah, Nevaeh Carter, what good hustle.
Great hustle by Carter. Down the lane, to the basket, won't go, and she's going to be fouled, and that's going to go on Kennedy Thompkins. That's her second.
Looks like Scott County has another 6'3", 6'4".
They probably have a bunch of them over there.
So now they're going to have Malaya Williams, who's 6'4", and then we got, it looks like, I think her name is Trency. Trency Kenny.
Trency Kenny, 6'3", junior.
That's some. How many times do you have that kind of height on a high school basketball team?
A girls team.
Right.
Kentucky doesn't have that kind of
gosh.
height. And Carter connects. Both free throws. It's 15-12. Franklin County on top of Scott County. Franklin County trying to win their 27th game. Scott County trying to win their 29th. So Kenny in there. She's down low. Morgan DeFore with the basketball. Carter on her. Bounces. They go down low now. Kenny turns off glass. No. Malaya Williams battling. Tapped out. And winning the battle is Kennedy, and that's going to be it for the first quarter. A great first quarter by Franklin County. They lead Scott County 15-12. We'll be back with the second quarter. The Mingy Beef Jerky High School Basketball 11th Region Game of the Week. Franklin County on top.
At Atkinson Sims & Kermode, we're here to help you get back to what matters most.
Helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose. We are involved at every step, guiding you towards relief.
A better life can't exist after bankruptcy. Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78. Call us today and take the first step towards a new beginning.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9.
Welcome back to the second quarter. Franklin County will have the basketball. Kennedy gets it in play to Carter, and she works it across, working there on Price. They get it over to Patience Laster. She's open, won't take that shot, will she?
I'm not sure if I've seen her
take a throw
one that far.
Brooklyn Miles penetrates with the basketball at top of the circle, down the lane, kicks it over to Kennedy, and she knocks down the three. You're right, Julie Muntz. You're right. These young ladies are knocking down some threes.
Oh, they're hitting those key shots early.
18-12, Franklin County. Morgan DeFore, three. That's in and out, and rebounded by Kenny. And shot by Williams, got it.
Big time shot by Malia Williams.
Malia Williams, it's her first.
Showing the range.
Yeah, showing she can shoot the three also. Makes it 18-15.
They also kind of have her listed as a guard/forward.
In the first quarter, Franklin County 5 of 13, only 1 of 3 from three, 5 of 14 for Scott County in that first quarter. Out top, Patience Laster, and it rolls in. First basket for Laster, the sophomore. 20-15, Franklin County leads. Malaya Williams. Over now it comes. Back to Malaya Williams. Down low, powers it up, no. And battling and coming down with it is Patience Laster.
She really uses her body well to rebound the ball.
Owens in there, and Miles working in. Gives it to Patience Laster, and she's knocked to the floor, no call, and her shot didn't go. And we're going to have a foul called on Brooklyn Miles.
Yeah. She wanted that steal, but
she sure did.
She did get her with the body, so great call by the referee on top of things.
Brooklyn is a 3.7 student in class at Franklin County, 3.7, and that's what's going to help her get her college assist. She go pretty much anywhere she wants to. Kentucky's already offered her. DeFore's going to Morehead State. Down the lane, throws it up with the left hand and draws the foul. That's where Morgan DeFore will kill you right there.
Yeah, she does a great job drawing the foul. Looks like she's going to rest a little bit on the free throw line. It's got to be a little bit a difference of when you come and play on the college court here where it's a lot longer and wider. So, it does wear on you after a while.
Morgan has 6 points. Rebounding edge went to Scott County 10-9 in that first quarter, and she got them both. Morgan DeFore has 7 points. Angling right. Carter backs it up. She got it from Miles, and looking now, Patience Laster sets a pick, gives it back to Laster. She's going to hand it back to Brooklyn Miles with Morgan DeFore on her. 5:45 here in the first half. Franklin County up 20-17. They get it to Kennedy. In the lane, hook shot up and in.
That's a beautiful little hook. She took it through the lane.
That's 5 for Kennedy. Comes on the right side. Price and DeFore.
I'll tell you what, both teams are shooting the ball really well.
She's got 10 points. Morgan does. 10 points. 22-20. This is a good high school regional game.
You can't get any better.
As you can get.
Yes.
22-20, William. William Moorfield, the King of Stream.
King of Stream.
Making it look good, as always. Got the boys championship tomorrow night. Lexington Catholic and Scott County. Nobody thought Scott County would be there. Everybody thought Lexington Catholic would be there. Patience Laster down low, powers it up, no, and
Blocked.
rebounded and blocked by Kenny. Williams kicks it down low into the basket and won't go for Price. Stuck back up and in, and that was Malaya Williams, I believe.
Well, I tell you what, she does a great job being long and lean, just keeping the ball up high for the tip in.
We're tied at 22. Brooklyn Miles down low throws it up, and they want to travel. Coach Helton's wife, the assistant coach, Tara Helton, she's calling for travel, but she definitely got hammered.
She got hammered, but she also got her with the body as well. So I don't know if she really saw that part of it, but it looked like it was pretty clean up top. But
yeah, Kenny picked
she definitely got her with the body.
That is 16 fouls already against Scott County. So the bonus for Franklin County, the next foul, Brooklyn misses the free throw, and she's normally a good free throw shooter.
Yeah. I think, too, is you might have a little bit of fatigue starting to set in a little bit, Gary. So, this is really key for her, is being able to get some rest and some wind here at the foul line.
Lakin Hamblin back in for Kennedy. And free throw rolls off, and she missed 2 free throws. So it's still 22 all. 4:17 to go. Here comes the Red Mamba across the timeline. Out. She's in a range right now.
She's feeling it. She's feeling it.
She's getting a pick out there from Williams. Angles to the left, and it goes over there to Owens. Owens back to the 4, lines up to 3, and that's off the front of the iron. Owens rebounds, blocked, and picked up by Kenny. Back it comes now to Morgan DeFore. She works in on Brooklyn Miles, and that's going to be a foul on Lakin Hamblin. That's going to be the 14th foul against the Flyers.
Looks like Lakin Hamblin's first foul.
Yep. And back in is Kennedy. Emma Price deep on the right side. DeFore out of the left wing, no good, and rebounded. Coming out there with it is
Chambers.
Jasmine Chambers. Boy, Chambers had a great start to this ball game. Hit a big 3. She's got 6 points. She's got it on the left wing. Chambers down the lane, throws it up, and Malaya Williams, she just lost control of that one. Malaya Williams down the middle of the floor to the basket, loses it. Picked off by Lakin Hamblin. She gets it up to Kennedy. Kennedy leads it out to Patience Laster, drives down, lays it up and in.
Patience Lassiter, she did a great job running the floor.
That's her second basket. She has 4 points, and it's 24-22. Come over now to Price, lines it up. That's 3 off the front. Rebounded nicely by Chambers.
There she is again. She's just in the right place at the right time. She just works so hard for Franklin County.
Carter looking over at Joey Thacker. What a job Joey Thacker's done with this ball club.
I mean, he's such a great coach, and he takes what he has with his team, and he's there every time.
Steal by DeFore, gets it over the left side. Shot won't go for Price, and picked up by Franklin County, and back tap by Morgan DeFore. And they're going to call a foul on her.
Morgan DeFore did a great job trying to back tip, and
unless you got it.
I don't know. That's her second personal.
So that is a second on Morgan DeFore, second foul. She walks right in front of us here at the scores table.
She's like, I know. She's going to go set up for her 3 down here.
She's almost off the court. She is off the court down there. So Carter, free throw, no good. Rebounded by Malaya Williams. She gets a lot of rebounds.
I'd say so, being 6'4".
Yeah.
She works hard.
Lined up by Price, and
big 3-time shot, 3-point shot by Price.
25-24. Cardinal Lady Cards up by 1 point, 2:22 to go. Patience Laster has it out front. She's going to fire it up and miss the shot. Rebounded by Malaya Williams. DeFore wanted to throw that ball, didn't she?
She did. It was locked and loaded, ready to go.
Knocked away by Patience Laster, right into the hands of who else? Carter. Carter down floor, gets it in the corner, and Lakin Hamlin gets it back out now to Kennedy, and she puts it up and in, and that will be the soup and the sandwich. First time I've used that today.
Hey, but great job by Carter. I mean, she just really working hard, and I love the focus and the drive from number 4.
Also back in is Gracie Thacker for Franklin County.
But Kennedy, she just works so hard.
7 now, make it 8 points. Off the bench, no doubt. She's a leading scorer. Timeout on the floor. Minute 54 to go in this first half. It's Franklin County 27 and Scott County 25. We're going to keep it right here with Julie Munson. Boy, baseball's getting ready to start. Are you fired up about that?
Oh, always, Gary, always. So I know I have a few friends going down to spring training to see what's going on and what's up with their new team. So who's your team, Gary?
Cubs.
Cubbies, okay.
Yeah.
You guys obviously know that I'm a huge Cubs fan as well. But high school baseball, have you saw any of the preseason rankings or anything like that?
I haven't called them yet.
So Douglas is pretty high right now. They got like 5 players on their team that's made the All-State preseason list.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some really good talent.
Tate's Creek's got a couple of them.
They got that great pitcher back.
Henry Clay's got a couple, yeah.
So it's going to be a great baseball season and softball season. William covers it all.
He can do it all. The king of string.
Yep, baseball and softball.
Multi-talented.
So Owens kicks it over to the Red Mamba. She goes baseline, and she's going to be fouled there on a hand check by Carter.
But I'll tell you what, heads up with Carter, but she is so quick. But she just got to give her one little step, though, and keep those hands off.
That's only the 15th foul against the Flyers. Lady Flyer, minute 42 here in the first half, 27-25. Malaya Owens kicks it out to Kenny, and she's going to line up that shot, and it rolls off. That was Young, Tyra Young, who just checked in. Not Kenny, Tyra Young, another 6-foot girl they bring in. She almost looks like Kenny, doesn't she?
She does.
Lake and Hamlin back to Carter. Minute 15 to go. 2-point ball game. Great regional championship game here at Eastern Kentucky. On the girls' side, 27-25. And Coach Thacker says, hey, back it back out a little bit.
I tell you what, he's just a great X's and O's guy. He just knows, when to pull his team back. They want to run it through, take the best shot. And there it is.
And there's the shot out of the corner by Kennedy. Won't go. Rebounded by Hamlin. And Chambers lines it up and knocks it down.
Boy, I tell you what, Gary, she is having one great night.
She has got 8 points. 29-25. Two basket lead for Franklin County. Left side, that shot won't go. And by Price and rebounded by Chambers. Who was it that was talking about Jasmine? I think it was Thacker, and I don't know if Helton talked about her or not.
And that's going to be the key to Franklin
10
County.
seconds. Carter didn't get it across the timeline. You don't see that much.
No, you're right.
Especially with 18 seconds to go. Usually you're in a little bit of a hurry if when you look up and you only got 20 seconds in the game.
Great
in the first
defense.
half.
Great full-court defense by Scott County.
29-25. Franklin County leads Scott County here in the girls' 11th Region Championship. 15 seconds. And DeFore looking out for Williams, looking for a pick. Malaya Williams. She's got Carter on her defensively. Gets a pick. DeFore slides down the left side. Goes baseline, falls down. Does her best curly and travel called. And that's the end of the first half. Franklin County 29 and Scott County 25 here at halftime, and the lead belongs to Franklin County. They did pretty much, they executed pretty much to perfection, didn't they?
Oh, yes, and they're just doing a great job just settling in and just taking the best shot opportunities that they're given. So, and I want to emphasize, too, is Jasmine Chambers.
Yeah.
She is a workhorse. I mean, she's battling on the board. She's taking great shots. She's finding her open teammates. So, great heads-up play and great work ethic by Jasmine Chambers.
She has 7 points in the ball game, 8 points for Kennedy off the bench. So they led the charge. 29-25. Franklin County leads here at halftime. We'll come back on the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Basketball Game of the Week here on PrepSpin.com.
Sports. This is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's the big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank text banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and Prep Spin.
Did you know in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop. You can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Sitters are here. I'm ready. Okay, kids, behave.
Man to man?
I got the little guy.
Oh, did you leave cash for the pizza?
I got it.
With more features than ever.
All right, who's hungry?
Mobile banking from Central Bank lets you deposit checks, pay bills,
Okay, you're gonna get a rip screen.
send and receive funds with Pop Money, and more. So you can stay in the game without missing a step. Do more with mobile banking from Central Bank, official bank of UK Athletics.
Some things never change. Like the sound of pads crushing against the equipment, the feel of cleats on fresh-cut grass, or the deep breaths from a full practice. Another thing that never changes, the feeling of relief when the whistle blows for break. And the savory snack to go along with it. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
At Atkinson Sims & Kermode, we are here to help you get back to what matters most.
Helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose. We are involved at every step, guiding you towards relief.
A better life can't exist after bankruptcy. Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78. Call us today and take the first step towards a new beginning.
Good evening. Welcome back here to the 11th Region Tournament, and it's halftime in Scott County and Franklin County. Looking at the first half of statistics, Julie, 10 rebounds for Malaya Williams to go with 5 points on 2 of 6 shooting. You had 9 of 28 for Scott County, and they're shooting 32%. That's about, below the temperature outside. That's what I said to the coach. You don't want to shoot what the temperature is outside.
Right.
And look at Franklin County. They're shooting 46%. So.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that Jasmine Chambers, I can't speak enough of her. She's the difference.
DeFore does have 10 points on 3 of 7 shooting. She's 2 of 6 from 3. She also has a couple of assists. Brooklyn Miles, she did not have a big point production in the first half, but 5 assists.
Yes, and that's where that's key on Franklin County, because she can beat a lot of players with her speed, and she just does a great job finding the open player when she blows by her opponent.
She really does, and that's what opens it up for Franklin County. When she penetrates, she draws defenders, she kicks it to the open player. Got such good court vision.
Oh, yes, and it's like that's going to be any coach's dream to be able to have her on her team, as she probably will continue her success at the D1 level. Just be amazing to where she's going to go. The sky's the limits for her.
And, of course, at halftime, the Franklin County dance team performed, and Rob Catron's daughter Paige is on that dance team, and they're outstanding.
Yes, and did I hear correctly that William Warford said that they performed at an Orange Bowl?
This year or last year?
I'm not sure. I just know that Williams said that they went to the Orange Bowl and performed there. So, hey, I mean, great job.
Yeah.
So anytime we can promote our high school athletes, they deserves a lot of credit.
Chambers had 5 rebounds, 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting, 2 rebounds for Hamlin, and she had a total of 5 points. But the story of this first half, LaShavian Kennedy, 8 points off the bench on 3 of 4 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3. She was a difference in this first half, and that's why Franklin County has a 4-point lead.
Yes, and they just do a great job subbing in and out, be able to find the key players. And again, that's a great heads-up play by Brooklyn Miles. She finds her open players. I just like that they just share the ball really well, and she just is basically like the coach on the floor and just holds his team together.
Julie, you brought up an excellent point. Franklin County's Lady Flyers, they're getting to the line. They made 10 trips to the free throw line. They made 5 of them, but that's 3 more than Scott County's made. They're 2 of 4 at the line, and if that continues in the second half, it's going to be kind of dangerous for Scott County.
Yes, but you're right, but also they're going to have to shoot better than that at the free throw line, because that's going to be a difference maker as well as who can hit their foul shots late in the ball game.
They did out-rebound Franklin County 20-16. Of course, when your big superstar has 10 of half your rebounds, 10 of those 20 goes to Malaya Williams, the Miss Basketball candidate.
Yeah, even though she's not really scoring a lot offensively, that's where she's making it up and making the difference up, being able to help her teammates out and be a physical presence, being able to reach above all of the defenders and just sky for the rebound.
Looking at assists, as we said, just 5 assists for Scott County. Morgan DeFore does have 2 of those. 9 assists for Franklin County. Brooklyn Miles has 5 and 2 for Lakin Hamlin. I thought Hamlin played a really good first half of basketball.
Yes, she was 2 for 2 in her field goals and 1 of 1. So she's 100% of both areas.
Looking at the steals, 5 steals by Franklin County, and Patience Laster has 3 of those.
Yeah. I'm telling you what, Gary, she takes up a lot of space in the middle, and she creates havoc on the interior. So, great job by Patience Lassiter. She just does a lot of great things, and, she muscles and fights for the rebounds, gets position, and she also can show a little bit of range, too, and draw her defenders out as well.
So what do you see here in the second half for both ball clubs? What will Scott County need to do? What will Franklin County, will they just continue what they did?
Yeah, I think so. I just think that it was unfortunate Scott County had some key players in foul trouble, so that sent, I know Kennedy Thompkins went to the bench early, and so that forced a lot of bench players to come in and rotate in for her. And then also, was it Morgan DeFore had 2 fouls? So she's got to be careful. I think she's had to hold back just a little bit, as not as aggressive as she usually is, but she's doing a great job taking the ball to the basket and being able to spot up.
Both coaches have done a spectacular job this season. Steve Helton, when they split up the schools in Great Crossing. They left McMath, of course, went to Great Crossing. She had 31 points the other night. But they not only split up the schools. Mr. Helton was named the athletic director at Scott County, and I think D.T. Wells is the athletic director for the whole county, for all the schools. And I think Coach Helton told me, he said, whoever made me athletic director, he said, it's almost too much to be a head coach and athletic director.
It is a lot, and it is a big responsibility to oversee the day-to-day operations in athletics. But Steve does a great job, and again, this is his 20th season, and then time after time, you see him at the regional finals, into the state tournaments and things. So he does a really good job getting the most out of his players, and I just love this team and what they're about as well.
And we talked to Joey Thacker before the game tonight. William wants to play that interview again because I think it cut out at the first. So here's the interview we did before the game with Joey Thacker. You see if it's working here after this first half. We're back to Coach Joey Thacker of Franklin County as he takes on Scott County. And Coach, when you look at Scott County, they've got a lot of weapons. Is that one of your main concerns tonight?
Yeah, the big three. You got to figure out a way for them not to have balance, because if all three of them have balance, they're probably going to score 65, 70 on you. So we got to figure out how we're going to take a couple or one away.
Look at your ball club. I know you expect a big game out of Brooklyn Miles and Patience Laster. Who will you count on otherwise to maybe make that third or fourth difference?
Well, I still think Jasmine Simpson has to make shots in this tournament. She made the shot she took the other night, but now she's got a bad hamstring that she got dinged up on over here in the corner. And I think Nevaeh Carter's got to play better. She played really well against them last year, and she can get to the basket on them. She's got to help us do that tonight.
I don't know that they've got anybody who can really match up with Brooklyn Miles with her speed. She's just so quick out there. She's going to be the quickest player on the floor.
Well, he's got a decision to make. Is he going to put somebody long and big on her like he sort of did McMath the other night, or is he just going to kind of back off of her? She's playing really well. She's really focused and walked through today. I'm anxious to see how she plays.
What about Patience Laster? Man, she had a huge game in your first regional tournament game. She was, I think, 25 points and really went to the boards, and she did a great job.
Yeah, she's growing up some. I've been pretty tough on her here lately, and she's got to go make plays that Brooklyn sets her up for. And if she can do that and maybe get Thompkins or Williams in foul trouble doing that, she's doing what we need her to do.
A lot of familiarity in this basketball game. Scott County's been here several times, been here, done that. You've been here, done that, gone to state tournament 3 years in a row and runner-up a couple times. So, Coach, what will you do to offset that experience?
Well, there are no secrets. I just feel like that maybe this time we don't try to be as methodical against them and try to use our depth and our athleticism. And until we see early how foul trouble goes and how the flow of the game goes, you really don't know. But I don't plan on walking it up down the floor tonight.
What do you see as the keys to your basketball team winning this 11th region, heading to the Sweet 16, the Mingy Beef Jerky Sweet 16?
Well, we got a rebound. I mean, they had 75 rebounds against South Laurel. I don't know if that's a state record, but that's quite a few. And then no live ball turnovers. We can't throw it to them while the clock's running and they go down and lay it in. So I would say those two things.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Good luck tonight against Scott County, and congrats for having your Lady Flyers right back here in the regional championship.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Joey Thacker, the head coach of Franklin County. We'll come back and talk to Steve Helton of Scott County. Coach Thacker, pretty straightforward there, and he likes his ball club, and I tell you what, they're up by 4 here at halftime.
Yes, and they've done a great job being able to contend. They did a great job isolating their Scott County's players. I just really like his ball club, and again, he gets the most out of his players of what he has to work with.
And like you said, DeFore with 2 fouls, Thompkins with 2 fouls, and Joey kind of talked about that. If he's getting the movement by Brooklyn Miles and the dishes to Patience Laster, he thought maybe we can get Thompkins into foul trouble, and that's what they've done.
Yes, and again, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So, I wouldn't change a lot. And but I really like what's going on, though. But let's see if they can continue and keep up this pace, because I know that Scott County came in here leading the state in the #1 scoring team in the state with 75.6, and they have 25 at the half. So let's see if they can match that.
So Williams, it's Thompkins, Wise, and also Price, and DeFore. Down low, Thompkins shot one goal, rebounded by Patience Laster. Good rebound, she hands it to Brooklyn Miles. And so Franklin County, they're going with Hamblin. They've also got Simpson, Patience Laster. They give it over on the left side to Simpson down low, and that shot one goal for Patience Laster. Coming out there with a Kennedy Thompkins. Tompkins down low to the basket, trips, falls, and the ball goes out of bounds, and they turn it over to Franklin County.
Yeah, she did a great job dribbling to half court. Give it up to a guard and then go post up and ask for it back, Gary.
Yeah, good point. Spoken like a true point guard. Power forward, weren't you?
Absolutely.
Simpson kicks it over to Hamblin. Out of the corner. Won't go. Patience Laster rebounds on the backside. Throws it up off glass and knocks it down.
What a nice job by Patience Lassiter. She just really did a great job establishing position.
Quickly down, Morgan DeFore. Lead is 6 now, 31-25. Out top, Tompkins lines it up. Bullseye!
With the range, the center hits the 3.
Starting to heat up a little bit, and there's a shot on the right side by Simpson, in and out. 31-28. Scott County can tie with the 3. Down low now to Tompkins. Gets it back to Morgan DeFore, open from 3. Back of the rim, no. But rebounded, and coming down with that is going to be Price. Out top to Malaya Williams. She shoots it, and no good. And rebounded by Patience Laster. Boy, Patience clears it out down there,
she
doesn't
does.
she?
Oh.
Get out of my way.
You don't want to mess with that.
That's right. Miles. 31-28. Brooklyn crossing over on DeFore to the basket. Throws it up. Won't go, but she draws the foul. That's going to be 3 on the Red Mamba.
Let's see if they call it on her. Yes, they did.
Yes, that's the 3rd foul on DeFore. That's her 3rd. She becomes the first player in any kind of foul trouble. At the line will be, and you talked about free throw shooting, it will become a big factor in this game.
Oh, absolutely. Morgan's got to be smarter than that because they're going to have to need her towards the end of the game, but she's got to be conscious about that and, just put her hands up and not contest that.
Brooklyn, in the first half, she was 1 of 4 at the line. She misses her first free throw here in the second
another.
half. Missed them both. So she's 1 for 6.
I don't know if it's the depth behind or the space on the floor, but it is a big adjustment shooting at the college gyms.
So Wise out front. They give it over to Tompkins. Down low to Malaya Williams. She turns and scores.
Yes, nobody can touch that shot. She keeps that ball high.
That's right. She went vertical with that. She shot that shot at the top of her apex. And the corner with it is Lakin Hamblin. Back out to Miles, 31-30. Somebody's excited behind us here.
I think it's a couple of daddies behind us.
Yeah. Instructions. Brooklyn Miles to the basket, up and in.
That was a tough layup.
That made up for those 2 free throws she missed. 33-30. Franklin County by 5. And it's Morgan DeFore from downtown. Back of the rim, no. And long rebound, Hamblin. And on the floor. And it's going to be a
timeout.
Timeout. They had the ball in the hands of Wise, and they called a timeout. 5:11 to go in the 3rd.
That's a good heads-up play by Coach Steve Helton because that ball was on the floor, and they were about ready to get tied up with the ball there. So good possession. Way to value the possession.
That's right. You got to value all possessions in this 11th Region Championship. And we want to thank all of our sponsors tonight here on the network, Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. And I want to thank Rafferty's Restaurants throughout, of course, in Hamburg. Rafferty's as special as you. And William Warfield, who else we got?
All right, our replay sponsor, too, Overtime Performance. Want to thank those guys for being our replay sponsors during the tournament. And appreciate all they do. So all of our replays, when you see that, it's the OTP mentality, instant replays.
We got a lot of folks watching this game tonight. Looking to go inbound, and DeFore gets it out top, and she goes to Tompkins. Back to DeFore, lines up to 3, off the rim, and rebounded. Coming down there with it is Carter. Carter down the left side, takes it to the strong to the basket on Williams and draws a foul on Malaya Williams.
Nevaeh Carter did a phenomenal job taking it right to the body of Malaya Williams to draw the foul.
That'll be 2 on her, so you got 3 on DeFore, you got 2 on Williams and 2 on Thompkins.
Well, I'll tell you what, they are whittling down the three-headed monster out there for Scott County.
Carter, a southpaw at the line, and the free throw is in and out, but they're not hitting free throws.
Yeah, they've got to hit those free throws. That is so crucial because
they have left 3 points at the charity stripe in this half. And in the first half, they left 5 points at the free throw line. Carter's second one, got it. Back into the game with Shavion Kennedy. Going out will be Lakin Hamlin. Hamlin, by the way, is a 4.0 student at Franklin County.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've heard a lot of great things about these athletes, how great they are in the classroom.
Yeah,
love
super.
to hear that.
Pass on the right side, and there's the shot. That wouldn't go there for Wise, and we're going to have a foul called, and it's going to go on Franklin County. It's going to be called on Kennedy. No, change out. They did call that on Scott County.
On Malaya Williams, which is her third, so we got 2 of their crucial players in foul trouble. Malaya Williams with 3, and Red Mamba with 3.
Miles into the lane, gets it back out. Chambers, no good, back of the rim, rebounded by Williams. Kicks it over to 4. 34-30. Franklin County with 4:30 to go in the third quarter. In the corner, and there's the shot by Price. Good go. Here comes Brooklyn Miles down floor. In a hurry, over to Carter. No, rebounded by Williams. Things heating up a little bit.
Oh, my goodness.
Blocked.
A block,
looked
yeah.
like it was blocked. William loves those blocks. DeFore, three-pointer off the rim. Rebounded by Thompkins. She turns and won't go, and then battle for it, and they say knocked out by Scott County. Carter hit it, but I guess it was off a Scott County player.
Yeah, Scott County is struggling to find the basket. Looks like Scott County putting on the press.
Brooklyn Miles over to Carter. Left side free throw line extended. She kicks it back over to Kennedy. Kennedy moves in, now brings it back out. Hands it now to Nevaeh Carter.
I really like how the Carter controls the tempo.
Yeah. Carter, great ball handler. Over it comes now to Kennedy. Back to Carter. 3:25 to go in the third quarter of the regional championship. Winner goes to Rupp Arena next week.
Yes, and I'm going to be there, and I cannot wait to call these games.
Miles puts it up and in. Her second bucket of the second half, and it's 36-30. The other way, and that shot rolls off for Wise. Battle for it. Brooklyn Miles has got it. Miles out front on with Thompkins back, and she's going to be fouled by Thompkins.
So the story lies now. We have 3 players of Scott County in with 3 fouls, Gary.
Yep.
DeFore, Thompkins, and Owen. No, I'm sorry.
Williams,
sorry.
All have 3.
And again, this is what's going to boil down to is these free throws.
Yeah, you got to hit them.
Crucial.
3:02. And Miles connects.
I'll tell you what, you know how basketball is. It's a game of runs.
Yeah.
And right now, Franklin County is making their run.
Yeah. And checking in will be Tyra Young. 37-30. Franklin County on top. You remember Franklin County hung in there last year and almost won this, but Scott County prevailed. Short on the free throw. Owens down court, stops from 15, no good off the basket, and it's saved in by Young, but right to caught a long pass to Laster running the floor. Hanks won't go, and rebounded, a good rebound, and gets it back to Laster. Hustle by Kennedy. Out it comes now to Brooklyn Miles.
And again, there you see Franklin County controlling the tempo, backing it up. They want to run through their offense, get comfortable, and be able to take it to Scott County.
Franklin County on top. Go over to Kennedy. Pass, bad pass down low. She was trying to go. It was a good idea, but it was a bad pass.
Yeah, they just couldn't connect. But, great job by Franklin County just recognizing that they want to control this tempo of the ball game. Can't say it enough. Scott County's got to do a great job finding their best shot and not, put up some long-range threes. Just be able to connect on the inside as well.
Thompkins lines up to 3. Off the rim, no. Rebounded by Brooklyn Miles. How many rebounds does Brooklyn Miles have in this basketball game?
She battles, but
she only had one at halftime.
Okay.
I know she's got a couple here in the second half, in the third quarter. 1:52 to go in the third of the girls' 11th Region Championship here at Eastern Kentucky. Franklin County leads Scott County, the favorite. 35 Laster down low, puts it up and draws the foul, and that's going to be number 4 on Thompkins.
Yeah, she's going to do a better job. I know she doesn't do it very well, but she wants to swipe down on the ball. Just make patient, shoot over top of her. Just get your hands straight.
That gets Big Kenny off the bench. Tell you don't lose much in size with her. She's just as big as Thompkins. So Miles with 2 rebounds here in the second half. And free throw connected by Laster, Patience Laster. Yeah, her last name they say is Laster. They say it's pronounced Laster.
Laster.
Yep. 38-30. Gary Ball with Julie Muntz and William Warfield. And the free throw's in and out by Laster. Patience. Brooklyn Miles has really picked up her game here in the second half. Leah Williams down court now, and that's Owens to the basket. No, put up the shot and tapped out, and last touch by Franklin County. It's going to go back to Scott County. Franklin County 38-30. I believe this is their biggest lead.
Oh, yes, and what I would do if I was Scott County is I would isolate Malia Williams in the interior and let her, she hasn't had any touches hardly.
DeFore got the inbound pass and drew the foul, so Morgan will go to the line and shoot 2. DeFore at the end of that, 10 points at the end of the first half. She has not scored here in the second half, and she has now. 11 for DeFore, 38-31. We're going to Lakin Hamlin's going to check in for Franklin County. Going out will be Chambers. I think with Lakin Hamlin, you get a little bit more three-point shooting, but with Chambers, you get a little bit more mobility.
Yeah, I just feel like she's more of a all-around balanced player with the rebounding, the dribbling, the drive to the basket. She can also shoot the 3, so she does it all for Franklin County.
We had an over-the-back called on Young, so Tyra Young picked up that foul for – that is already 16 fouls, so they'll be in the bonus the entire rest of this quarter and the fourth quarter.
Okay.
Only 1 team foul against Franklin County. 1. Long pass goes over to Carter, left side. She works it in there on Kinney. Back out top to Brooklyn Miles. Malaya Williams has come out to pick her up. Well, top of the key anyway. Brooklyn Miles gets a pick from Patience Laster. Works right on Kinney. And here's Lakin Hamlin's three-pointer. Got it!
Oh, my goodness. Huge three-point shot by Lakin Hamlin.
That's her second three-pointer of this ball game. And she now has 8 points. And DeFore off glass. Morgan DeFore went glass on us. The Windex lady.
Well, I tell you what, she does a great job driving it to the rim.
We're going to look at those replays, and you can't see it, but
nice
that's a shot by Lakin Hamlin out of the corner. And then the other way, we're going to see Morgan DeFore crossover. What a crossover.
Oh, my goodness.
And then went glass on us.
It's like an ankle breaker.
Yep. What a shot. 41-33, 53.9 seconds to go in this third quarter of the 11th Region Championship here at Eastern Kentucky.
Wow. I tell you what, it's been unreal, though. I mean, I'm impressed by what Franklin County's been able to do against Scott County.
And we've got, of course, foul trouble for Scott County.
Yes.
Talk about that.
Yes. And I was saying, like Thompkins, she keeps swiping down at the ball. So, and again, she's got to learn how to keep her hands straight up because she can do a lot just by taking up space. And if you make somebody shoot over top of you, she's like, what, 6'1"? Make her shoot over top of somebody, you're going to alter a shot already just by doing that. So I think Scott County is playing a little bit careful now because they can't really play some tight, sticky defense.
Owens, Young, Malaya Williams to 4, and also in there's 23 for Franklin County. That is Wells, Amelia Wells. Scott County didn't help us out on the numbers on the, and there's going to be a foul.
What was that, a charge or what was it?
Push off on Kennedy.
Oh.
Of Franklin County.
Sorry, I was looking at the books here.
Yeah. Malaya Williams will trigger it in play. Gets it over to Morgan to 4. On the baseline. Kicks it back to Williams. Knocked away. Good hands, but picked up. Williams down low off glass. Puts it up and in.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Malaya Williams has got to touch the ball more on the interior.
She cuts it to 6. Brooklyn Miles down floor to the basket. Roll, throws it up, almost went in. And that would have counted. Brooklyn Miles would go back to the free throw line. Take a look at that again. Man, she just went in there and the tall timber. That's a second foul on Young. And that's a 17th foul.
Wow.
So she's shooting 2. Miles connects.
And again, like we said, these free throws are key down the stretch.
That's 9 points for Brooklyn Miles, 7 of those here in the third quarter. Now make it double figures, 10 points, 8 of those in the third quarter. 32 seconds, 43-35. 8-point lead for Franklin County. Trying to get back to the Mingy Beef Jerky. Sweet 16 at Rupp Arena. Girl high pass. It comes over on the left side, out top with it, and there's a shot that rolls out there for Owens.
Looks like Hamblin might get the foul on that. Yeah, she just got pushed underneath the basket. She wasn't able to rebound the basket, so she's got to do a better job blocking out, establishing position to be able to rebound.
Young. Young connects. It's 43-36. 15 seconds here. And she missed the second one, rebounded by Miss Carter. 11 seconds. You got to get it across the line. Miles, Brooklyn. Down lane to the basket. Puts it up, no. And last touch, they're going to have one. Franklin County is going to have 1.6 seconds to get a shot off here.
Yes.
That's a quick catch and shoot, isn't it?
Yes. And I think somebody could be able to tip it in, but I think they'll probably run a shot and hit a 3.
So Brooklyn Miles will trigger it. Looking for cutters. Gets it outside to Carter, tapped around, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. We head to the final quarter, and Franklin County is shocking the world, 43 to Scott County's 36 here, heading to the final 8 minutes here on the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Basketball Game of the Week here on Prep Spin. We'll be back.
Did you know, in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop. You can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 956 Kentucky charities and community events.
Employees of Whitaker Bank volunteered 14,860 hours to better our Kentucky communities.
93 nonprofits that promote diversity and inclusion in Kentucky are supported by Whitaker Bank.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Kennedy Thompkins back in there with 4 fouls as we start this fourth quarter.
Amazing. Not sure if I would have put her back in yet.
Chambers gives it back now to Nevaeh Carter. 7-point lead with 7:50 to play here. Carter, Franklin County angles left, takes it down the lane, and puts it up and banks it in.
Nice layup by Carter. Great job.
Owens. Over it comes left side, knocked down a three.
That's that Price.
And that's 13, that's Price.
Well, that couldn't have come at a better time. So
she's got 8 points.
Kennedy Price dialed it in.
Dialed it in. Brooklyn Miles down the lane to Carter. They go to Patience Laster. Chambers.
Emma.
Carter. 7:10 to play in this regional championship. Gary Ball with Julie Muntz and William Warfield, the king of string, and Joe Allen. Joe does a great job up there too, working the camera. Brooklyn Miles down the lane, gets it back to Patience Laster. She's in trouble, turns around, and it's Warner out of the corner. Brooklyn Miles fakes a shot. What's Kentucky play? They're playing tonight, I think, in the SEC tournament, the girls. To the basket, Brooklyn Miles lays it up and in. That's 12 for Miles, 10 in the second half.
She is tired. She is hurting. She needs calling for a sub.
DeFore shot off the mark. Lakin Hamlin pulls it out. DeFore thought she was fouled. 40, and she is going to foul. And that's going to be 4 on DeFore.
Four fouls. That's kind of been the storyline. Now we have DeFore with 4, Thompkins with 4, and Williams with 3.
13 points for DeFore. At the line, Carter misses the free throw, rebounded by Malia Williams. How many rebounds for Williams?
At the half, Malia Williams, she has 14 total, but make that 15 now.
Owens to Thompkins. Back it goes to Malia Williams, diving on the floor. And let's see, we're going to have timeout called by Coach Helton. So Helton, that's twice Helton's bailed them out with those timeouts.
Well, their guards, you know how long and tall Malia Williams is. You got to do a better job putting that into her hand. And she tried to, the guard threw it at her knee. So you got to place it right into her hands of where she wants the ball.
Yes, UK women play shortly. Darren Douglas, who's watching tonight, gave us the input on that. 6:12 to go in this game, and the Franklin County Flyers, they had the lead at half. You know, this ball club that's Scott County is just 6 of 22 from 3.
Yeah, if that's not really working, Gary, and that's what I'm trying to say is you need to go into Malia Williams to get her the ball, like make them guard her. So I don't think anybody can guard her. She keeps that ball high and turns around and makes some moves and puts it in the basket. So
you know, remember when Rebecca Cook played for Franklin County? She had that move where she went to her left and kind of Euro step maybe.
Yeah.
And but she was the MVP of this tournament a couple years ago.
Yes, and I hear she's doing great things at UK.
And working with the SEC Network. Her father's watching tonight.
She's covering the girls tournament right now.
Yeah.
She's out of town with the girls tournament.
6:12 to play in this regional championship at Eastern. Trying to get it in play. Kennedy Tompkins throws it up, draws a foul on Lakin Hamlin.
Kennedy Tompkins do an excellent job taking a couple of dribbles to just muscling into the basket. How many is that on Hamlin? Two personals.
Free throw is good for number 5.
It's like Brooklyn Miles back in the game, and she had a nice little rest on the bench. She took a hard bump there when she was driving to the basket.
Thompkins can cut it down to 6. Missed it. Patience Laster clearing out the lane there. Big time as she
wiped out.
She cleared out Price, didn't she?
She did.
47-40, 6 minutes to play. Brooklyn Miles kicks it over to Carter. Price comes out and picks her up. They go in the corner now to Chambers. Ball picked off. Working with it is Owens. with the left hand. Boy, she can really handle the ball. Crossing up, it's picked her pocket by Brooklyn Miles. Tompkins getting back, she's got 4, and Brooklyn goes in, lays it up. No, DeFore comes out of there with it. Morgan's got 4 fouls. DeFore, and Carter there takes a block call. That's not going to be a charge. It's going to be a block call on Carter. She was trying to take a charge.
Excellent heads-up play by Morgan DeFore to try to draw her to get her off balance.
5:34 to go. This 11th region championship. 47-40, the Franklin County Lady Flyers on top. Morgan DeFore. She can heat up at any time. DeFore looking for the ball. Deep 3, and it's off the mark. Rebounded by Malaya Williams. Williams off the right side, puts it up and in.
There she is, making a difference for her team. Good rebound and putback.
5:15 to go in this game, 47-42. Lady Flyers on top. Brooklyn Miles, she's been playing since she's what, 7th grade?
Yes, as a starter, I believe.
Patience Laster, over goes to Chambers. Back to Patience Laster. She gives it up now to Chambers. Chambers to the basket, no. Right side, shot up, no. And getting it back is diving on the floor. What hustle there by Chambers. DeFore picks it up. Morgan DeFore crosses, she's tripped up.
Looks like Brooklyn Miles will get called for the reach-in. 3rd personal on Brooklyn Miles.
So her 3rd. Both DeFore and Thompkins have 4 fouls. 3 on Malaya Williams.
Looks like Jasmine Simpson is back in for the Flyers.
And Lakin Hamlin's back in there. We haven't seen much of Simpson in the game since the first quarter.
Well, that's when Coach Thacker said that she had a hamstring issue.
The shot by Owens drew nothing. 4:20 to play in this basketball game. 47-42. Franklin County, their biggest lead was 10 points, right?
Yes.
Now they lead by 5. Carter and Brooklyn Miles are directing the offense.
And again, we got Franklin County being very patient.
They give it in the corner. They give it up to Simpson, to Laster. Over it comes to Kennedy. Well, Kennedy's played a really good ball game tonight.
Oh, yes.
Patience Laster. Back to Carter. Down to Patience Laster. Trying to go backdoor. She does, and that shot put up and in by Carter.
She's just a sneaky. She just snuck into the backside, and Laster was able to hit her and connect on that.
So it's 49-42. 3:42 to go here in this basketball. We'll step out here on the PrepSpin.com Mingy Beach Turkey Game of the Week. 3:42 to play. Franklin County up on Scott County 49-42.
At Atkinson Sims & Kermode, we are here to help you get back to what matters most.
Helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose. We are involved at every step, guiding you toward relief.
A better life can't exist after bankruptcy. Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78. Call us today and take the first step towards a new beginning.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs.
We're back, and Morgan DeFore is going to work it across. Morgan DeFore, she is, to me, with 3:32, the secret weapon in this ballgame. She starts knocking down some threes, which she can, and Scott County can pull this thing out. Down low, shot put up, and a foul called on Carter. That will send, I think that's Owens. Very hard to see. Very hard to see these Scott County numbers.
Kennan Owens.
Yeah.
Phenomenal job driving to the basket, drawing the foul. And here's where Scott County has to connect and hit their free throws because they haven't been to the line much.
This will be Owens' first trip up there. And free throw rolls in. Boy, she's like
crucial shot.
Like the cool side of the other pillow right there.
Scott County is gradually chipping away, 1 point by 1 point.
Missed the second one. And rebounded by Simpson. 49-43. Brooklyn Miles circling the wagon, so to speak, with the basketball. 3 minutes and 6 seconds. She's got Malaya Williams on her. Williams has 3 fouls. 2:58. 6-point lead for Franklin County. Brooklyn Miles into the paint area. Now he's going to bring it back out. 2:45, and she's going to be fouled, and that foul's going to be on Owens.
I'm telling you what, Gary, there's not too many people that can guard her. They're going to have to put a quick guard on her to try to neutralize her. Because if she wanted to, she could go right around Malia Owens.
Yeah.
But here you got the Morgan DeFore with 4 fouls. Like, I'm not sure if there was a quicker guard than her on the floor right now.
Thompkins has 4, as you mentioned. Williams has 3, and a free throw rolls in there for Brooklyn Miles.
But you know, I really like the game plan that Joey Thacker has right now. Is he's controlling the ball, value each possession, and being able to get to the rim.
Second free throw front of the iron. A little bit more relaxed, Joey Thacker.
Yes.
You notice that? In a corner, they give it up to Price. Come back to Morgan DeFore. Bounces over on the left side to Owens, to the basket, no good. And Patience Laster rips it off. What a rebound.
She definitely clears the space. I mean, she does an excellent job getting the position.
Brooklyn Miles in the corner. He goes to Simpson.
She ought to be averaging 10 rebounds per night.
The darndest things can make my guy laugh over here, William Warfield. And there's a steal by DeFore. Gets it out to Williams. Williams drives down, up and in.
I was wanting to see if she could dunk the ball.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting on.
Can she?
A dunk at the high school level. We've seen them at the college level. So 50-45, a 5-point lead for Franklin County. Minute 59 to play. We'll be back after this timeout.
Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
Okay.
Told me you were back on, Gary.
Told me, I thought he said we're back. He was just kidding with me, I guess.
But hey, I'm wondering if Malaya Williams could dunk a ball. So if anybody's got any confirmation, Williams said on the replay that she's got her fingertips above the rim. So good heads-up play by our cameraman.
50-45, Franklin County by 5. They've led throughout this game. Brooklyn Miles across the 10-second line. Backing it back up. Minute 50 to play, William. And Patience Laster kicks it over now to Simpson. Jasmine Simpson. She's open to the basket, but she backs it back out. Gets it now to Carter. Carter drives in. Now she brings it back out. Minute 35 to play. Franklin County. And we're going to have a foul. That's on Malaya Williams. That's her 4th. So the 3 stars, Thompkins, DeFore, and Williams now have 4 fouls, all 3 of them.
Hey, and as I said earlier, this is what it's going to come down to, is hitting the foul shots. So they've got to be able to chip away at this lead.
You got a good bench over there for Coach Thacker, too. Scott True's on that bench, the former coach at Catholic.
Hey, he's the X's and O's guy, and Joey Thacker, he's an X's and O's. Just as I said, he just gets the best out of his players and what he has to work with. Excellent job. And you said, too, that he's an offensive coordinator for Franklin County?
Yes, football.
Football. So does it all.
52-45. Miles hits them both. Miles has 15 points now. Most of those in the second half. Comes out to Thompkins. Williams screaming for the ball. They don't get it to her. They come over the left side to give it to Morgan DeFore. DeFore back to Thompkins. Kennedy drives in,
Oh,
spins.
nice spin move.
And it rolls out, and there's Patience Laster to rip it off again.
And again, she's doing a great job using her body and size
Carter.
to rip the rebounds.
Get it in the corner now to give it up to Simpson. Jasmine looking, gets it to Patience Laster. We got a timeout with 56 seconds. And Franklin County up by 7, and they've got 56.2 seconds to go, and all they need to do is really protect the ball here in this last minute of the game, and they got a 7-point lead.
Yes, and as you said too, is just controlling that tempo, make them foul them. They have to come out and guard them. They're in control of this ball game right now.
Tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, it'll be Lexington Catholic and Scott County boys. Tony Wise, the coach of Franklin County, will join me for that one. And that'll be the 11th Region Boys Championship. 11th Region playing early, their championship game earlier than any other region. They got 11 days off between their last game and their first state tournament game. 11 days.
That's different. Yeah, I've never heard that before.
We usually play our final we play semifinals Saturday afternoon, and we played the final Monday or Tuesday.
Right.
This year we're playing our championship tomorrow night.
It might be a scheduling issue with the gym here at EKU.
It was. Eastern said they could not have anything Monday. They start spring break here at Eastern next week, so that was a problem with staffing.
They had shut it down.
Yeah, but they've done it before. 56 seconds in this ball game, and Franklin County on top. Brooklyn Miles gets the inbound pass, and she's going to be fouled quickly. And that foul,
number 23.
That's Wells, Amelia Wells.
You have Wells, or is that Brianna Penny?
Okay, Scott County.
Yeah, Scott County, number 23, Brianna Penny.
Yeah.
So as I said, it's probably smart to have a quicker guard on Brooklyn Miles.
Well, if we could see the numbers, that would help. Free throw connected by Brooklyn Miles. She now has 16, but 14 of those in the second half. So this all come in the second half for her.
Yes, and she is leading all scorers tonight.
Missed that one. 53-45 with 50 seconds. Here comes the Red Mamba across the timeline. Out front, she's going to fire a three and got it.
Big time shot. She strikes, she hits, she scores.
She's got 16 now. Brooklyn Miles, and she's going to be fouled, and that is going to go on the young lady you were talking about, Penny.
I do like that matchup with Penny, as she is guarding Brooklyn Miles. So she's got 3 more fouls to give on her. So that's why they did put her, so she's got a lot of fouls to give.
So Brooklyn Miles, free throw short. 35.4 seconds to go in this game. 11th Region Championship on the line. Brooklyn Miles. 17 now. She hits the second one. 17 points, 15 in the second half. 54-48. DeFore out front, NBA range, stops, pops, and banks it in.
Are you kidding me?
She banks it in, falls down, and the Red Mamba's got, that's what I was saying.
Oh my
gosh. She's the one that can heat up in a hurry. That's what I was talking about. When I said that Morgan DeFore is the one player on this floor that can change this ball game. Look at this three. My goodness, NBA range. She banked it in.
The basketball gods are definitely in her favor.
54-51. This is a one-possession ball game with 26.2 seconds to go in regulation.
Hey, the way she shoots the ball in this gym, EKU might have messed up. They should have recruited her.
She's going to be playing for a competitor, Morehead State, in the same conference.
Put your hand over your heart when you talk about Morehead State.
Yeah, she played at Morehead. I told her she was a point guard earlier, but she was a power forward.
I'm telling you, man, the way she shoots in this gym, though, EKU might have messed up on that recruiting trip.
I think they did. She's got 19
heated
points.
up. Yeah.
19 points, and she did quickly. That's what she can do. I mean, she can find her touch at any time. And she has found it here for Scott County, and they're trying to figure out a way here to get her the ball again. She hit that from NBA range. Banked it in, no doubt, and it's Friday night, and it's about what time?
It's
I don't know if any banks are open. They're all closed.
Well, she just kicked the bank's door open.
I guess she used the ATM. The anytime teller. Jasmine Simpson gets it into Brooklyn Miles. She's going to be fouled immediately. So Brooklyn Miles up there. These are key free throws. She'll shoot 2 of them. They're in the double bonus.
Yeah, and that's what I've been saying. This is what it's all going to boil down to is free throw shots.
She can make it a 2-possession game, and she does. Boy, cool, calm, collected. Ice water in her veins.
Yes, she just makes it look so effortless.
55-51 Franklin County. They've had as much as a 10-point lead in this game, and she misses it. Here comes the Red Mamba. Look out, she strikes in a hurry, just like the Black Mamba. She's down court to the left, penetrates, puts it up, rolls off. Rebound to Malaya Williams. She puts it up, it rolls in there. It's good. 55-53. 8 seconds. Brooklyn Miles, she's going to be fouled very quickly. And that's going to be, is that Price?
Yes. I think she has fouled out. But smart move by Steve Helton as she put a guard on her, a quick guard, to be able to, make that 4 fouls. Great job being able to have fouls to give.
Brooklyn Miles will shoot 2, and she got it. She makes it a 3-point ball game, so it will take a 3 unless she hits this one to tie. Brooklyn Miles, 7.2 seconds, and she got it. 57, it's a 4-point ball game. And we got a quick timeout called by Franklin County. We're going to keep it right here. 6.8 seconds. And even if you knock down a 3, you're still down by 1 point if you're Scott County.
Yes, an excellent timeout call by Joey Thacker. Going to rally the troops here. Going to set, make sure that they are all on the same page as far as defense, offense, and what to do next. So, great job. I know he's firing up a plan here to see what's going to happen, but great job by Brooklyn Miles as she's leading scorer right now with 20 points.
She has 20, and the Red Mamba, DeFore, has 19, 15 for Williams. The problem with Kennedy Thompkins, you get that third weapon, and a lot of weapons on this team. She's been saddled with foul trouble almost throughout this ball game.
And they've done a great job neutralizing her with those fouls, so she couldn't be able to be as aggressive as she usually is, but I think it's kind of taken her out of her game.
Yeah, it really has.
Yes.
Yeah. And the ball handling by Carter and Miles have really been the difference in this ball game so far. That's why they've got this lead with 7 seconds, because they've been able to keep the ball away from Scott County. Those great ball handlers.
Yes, they've got a really, looks like 4 guards and 1 post player for Franklin County, so they got a lot of great quickness, so they just really do a good job utilizing that.
This is the 11th Region Championship. Williams trying to get it into the 4, throws it high. Morgan catches it, wraparound dribble. She fires up a 3. It banks off the rim, and Franklin County has won the 11th Region Tournament. Upset. Here's your upset special. Franklin County has upset Scott County 57-53 behind Brooklyn Miles with 20 points. What a great job of Joey Thacker.
Yes, and I can't say it enough. It just does great things for this team, and I just love what they have to offer. And you know who their matchup is when they go to state tournament?
I haven't looked at that.
Okay, maybe we can get a confirmation on that soon. But
yeah, we can find out.
Yeah, but what a great hustle. I love this ball club, and I just expect them to do great things when they go to the state tournament. So hats off to Joey Thacker and the club. And as I said at first here, William and Gary, I already had dibs on that Sneaky Brothers beef jerky bag.
I found out they play the 8th region. So they play the 8th region, and that's going to be Wednesday night, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Make sure you work that game.
I'm on it. I am on it.
So 57-53, William Warfield. What a championship game here in the girls' side at Eastern Kentucky. I hope the boys' championship tomorrow night's as good when Lexington Catholic takes on Scott County boys. But I tell you what, it's going to be hard to match this one.
Ooh.
57-53. Did you think the fourth shot was going in? It would only cut it to 1 point, but
hey, with the shots that she puts up, I mean, it kind of almost reminds me a little bit when she crosses the line, a little bit of Chris Lofton. When he crosses that half-court line, he's in range. That's kind of the same thing with Morgan DeFore, but, great Scott County team. They got a lot of good things coming back as well. We got Morgan DeFore embracing Coach Steve Helton
and Malaya
Williams. That's the last time they're going to see the Red Mamba there. So what a great job. As I don't know what the final total is, but I know when she came into this game, she was the third all-time leading scoring list at Scott County, behind Rebecca Gray and Yukari Figgs. So, but anyway, she had 2,414 career points coming into this game, and then add 19 more to that. So great job by her, and what an excellent high school career that she has had at Scott County.
Yeah, it was a great game. Brooklyn Miles really started hitting free throws, and that was a difference. I mean, we talked about it at halftime. She ended up hitting 12 free throws in that ball game, and they were 18 for 33. So they still missed 15, but they hit enough to win the ball game. Give us some stats there, Julie.
What's interesting is the Scott County, their three-point. They shot 9 of 29 from the three-point line. So that's kind of hurt a little bit, but then they also had 19 of 59 for the two-pointers.
We mentioned that they play the 8th region. We looked it up. They play the 8th region, so somebody texted that to me, but we knew they played the 8th region. We gave that out.
So what are we doing now? The all-tournament team?
The all-tournament team and the MVP, and there's no doubt the MVP is going to be Brooklyn Miles.
Oh, I would say hands down.
Give her the trophy now before you go through all the other announcements.
Skip the meal. Just get to the dessert.
That's right. Yeah. Brooklyn Miles, what a tournament. Scott County's your runner-up, and I tell you what, as I said, their school was split up with the New Grade Crossing School, so they lost a lot. Imagine if they had, McMath on this ball club. I mean, goodness.
Oh, yeah, and I believe Williams, she had 31 points the last game.
31, against Scott County.
Yes, and that's with the
her own team.
Morgan DeFore guarding her as well.
And the rumor is she almost went back to Scott County.
Oh.
You have a choice there. You have a choice which school you can go to.
Yeah, and I believe McMath, too, she is a great soccer player as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So
William is a great soccer player. He knows that. He's up on all these soccer players.
But I love that how they multi-sport athletes that, they're able to play a couple of sports there. So I love that.
Lisa Ellison-Coons out of Dunbar. She's a rebounding machine. She had a
scoring machine, rebounding machine. She
double machine.
Can dribble, shoot, drive. Like, she does it all. There's our girl we were just talking about.
Yeah. All 5'2" of her?
That'd be stretching it, but yeah. She packs a definite punch there as a 5'2" junior.
Yeah.
Hey, this is what William Warfield called. Sorry, William Warfield. It's been a long day, but he's calling Great Crossings as the team to beat in the 11th next year.
It's a good call.
They only have one junior on the team, and everybody else is sophomores and freshmen.
Remember, Brooklyn Miles is back for Franklin County next year. She's only a junior. Yes, they'll be hard to handle next year.
Yes, I'm just telling you what William said. So
and Patience Laster.
Patience, oh my gosh.
Back. So is Jasmine Chambers. So is Carter. So is Kennedy. They've got almost their whole team back next year. So
did they graduate anybody?
Yes, Jasmine Simpson is a senior.
Okay.
So Malaya Williams, Thompkins, and the Red Mamba makes the all-tournament team. That's the fourth 11 region championship in 6 years for Franklin County. And, of course, Remember 3 years ago, Rebecca Cook was the MVP of the 11th Region Tournament. Her dad's sending me these texts.
Okay.
He's a proud papa.
I do not blame him. What a phenomenal student athlete Rebecca Cook was and how she represented the 11th Region.
Brooklyn Miles. Also, Laster made the All-Tournament. Chambers made the All-Tournament, and so did Jasmine Simpson. And the MVP is Brooklyn Miles. We called that. Why'd they go through all these other players?
Get to it, Gary.
Get to it. So the runner-up will be Scott County, and then your 11th Region champion, Frank. How do you think they'll do in the state tournament?
Well, I just want to know, I'm not really sure who was representing in the 8th Region or who was leading on top there, but
William will get that for us. Maybe Anderson County, because Simon Kent was leading the RPI for girls, and they got beaten in the district tournament.
Okay.
They got knocked out, so probably Anderson County.
Yes, and Anderson making a nice run this year. I remember the last time I saw Anderson County was back when, what was it, McCann?
Yeah. McCann, yeah, she was on that middle school championship team. Well, Anderson County's won it a couple more times in the last few years. So they've got all that young talent that's up and coming. So, yeah, they're really good.
Let's see if we could get Coach Thacker over here and a couple of the players from Franklin County, maybe Brooklyn Miles. William, if you could go catch him for us.
They're getting ready to give them the regional trophy.
Yeah, okay. So they're getting, after it gets
Very well deserved, Gary.
They had a good crowd here tonight.
Oh, funny you mentioned that. I was like looking up there, and they packed the stands, the student section, and I was looking at Scott County, and it's like they only had like 8 kids in their student section, and you know, Scott County's got to do a better job representing as well.
Yeah, Coach Thacker's going to have to get the picture there.
Final statistics, first of all, individual scoring for Scott County.
So get Coach Thacker here.
Yeah, I was going to say, Coach will be here in just a second.
Yeah, Coach Thacker, maybe the MVP, Brooklyn Miles. Try to get her too. They win it 57-53, and this was a really good basketball game here tonight. Once we got into the flow, it was a really good game, Julie, and I know you enjoyed calling it.
Oh, and it's always great to sit next to you, have a great time. You know, and William Moorfield just does a great job with producing. The King of Stream does phenomenal things for our student athletes, and you know, you all just do a great job promoting our state of Kentucky and our kids that we have to represent here in Kentucky.
Well, I've tried to do that with this Classic Ball Report. That's on Sundays at noon on CW. But William's taking it to another level with his streaming.
Oh yes, and
because it looks better than anything you see.
Hey, but when he was doing this a long time ago, and this is really taking off, and you know, and that's a testament to him and his efforts that he makes. And you know, he's got a lot of people calling him, wanting him to do a lot of shows and produce a lot of things. But you know, great job by William.
He's got professional football teams contacting him now. He's got professional baseball. So you know, and Coach Thacker making his way over here. We're going to talk with him and some of the great players. We've got, of course, Lakin Hamlin and Coach and Brooklyn Miles, our MVP. Coach, how does it feel to be a 11th Region champion?
It's like that old movie Trading Places when they find it, or Coming to America, and they find that bag of money. He says, "Mortimer, we're back." You know, I'm just tickled to death for these kids. They've worked hard. They've put up with me every day, which is a battle in of itself. But you know, Gary, this year has been hard.
Yeah, it has.
And we lost Adam before school started. I lost my best buddy in coaching and David Barnes at Caldwell County before the season started. And they've been my support system even through my health stuff.
Yeah.
And gosh, we played big when we had to.
Yeah.
And I just thought that we did such a good job on the backboard. They didn't have a ton of offensive putbacks against us.
Yeah.
And that was huge. Because they just play volleyball with it if you let them.
Patience Lasser was a force down there.
Yeah, she was. And we made a decision to start her back in the third quarter because we didn't want them to get any cheap ones on putbacks, even though she didn't start the game. So worked out. Proud of them. These seniors are special. You know these three pretty good.
Yes.
You've seen them before.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just tickled to death with all of them.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
Let's get Lakin Hamlin in here. Lakin Hamlin.
I'll hold this.
Lakin, congratulations.
Thank you
You're
so
a regional champion. Can you believe it? I mean, Scott County was definitely, I don't know if the heavy favorite, Julie, but they were a favorite, and you guys came in there and answered the bell.
We heard all the talk, but we just wanted to prove them wrong, and we did. So I'm really proud of my team and everything we've accomplished.
And you also hit some big threes. I know you're known for three-point shooting, and also you're known for your great academics. You're a 4.0 student there at Franklin County. So what does it feel like to be a regional champion?
It feels amazing. It just feels awesome. Like we got everything done that we needed to do, hustled, and it all paid off.
You're going to the state tournament. You'll play the 8th region Wednesday night, so you've got really 4 or 5 days to get ready for your 8th region opponent, don't you?
Yes, thank God. That's a good
Yeah.
amount of time we can get a little rest in and work on what we need to work on.
Well, thank you, Lakin. Let's get Miss Simpson in here, too. Jasmine in here. Lakin Hamlin. She's a senior, too. So let's get Miss Simpson in here. And Jasmine, I tell you, you got to be proud of this basketball team, especially the rebounding job you guys did against this rebounding machine, Scott County.
Yes, sir. Basically, sometimes we don't usually box out, but here lately we knew that we had to, because if we wanted to win, we had to do it.
And against Malaya Williams with her 14 rebounds a game and 6'4" frame, you had to box out, didn't you?
Yes. Even though we didn't sometimes put a full body on her, we still made her have to struggle a little to get the rebound sometimes, but we did a pretty good job.
That's when it pays off to have a patience laster, doesn't it? I mean, because she boxes out, nobody can get around her.
Yes.
So was there any turning point in this game that you thought that, Franklin, did you think of Franklin County, we got this? Was there a point in the game?
I believed it from the beginning.
Okay.
I never doubted my team. As soon as we walked into school, I knew we were going to win it.
Well, congratulations, Jazz. You're a senior too, right?
Yes, sir.
So congratulations to you, and keep up the good work, and we'll see you at the state tournament.
Thank you.
That's Jasmine Simpson. Let's get the MVP, Miss Miles in here. Brooklyn Miles had 20 points, and Brooklyn, you had, I think, 18 of those in the second half. So what was opening up for you in the second half?
I just feel like I played bad before halftime. So during halftime, I got in my head that I got to do whatever it takes for us to win the game and for my team to succeed.
And you hit 12 free throws. You're also a good student, 3.7 student in the classroom there at Franklin County. So I know you've got another year, but I tell you, you want more. You want more this year, don't you? That's you guys are going to the state tournament. How's it feel?
Yes, sir. It feels amazing. Like I'm on cloud nine right now. I'm feeling great. Yes, sir.
So I just want to know, like, haven't you been starting since your 7th grade year?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
And you have this experience, and it seems like the girls do an excellent job being able to build off your confidence. I really love the way that you controlled the tempo.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and how was that like having the 6'4" Malia Williams guard you?
I just knew that I had to either get around her or hold the ball, either one. Like, it was going to go either way.
And something must make you feel comfortable, too, that you've got Carter out there, because you both are really good ball handlers,
Exactly.
and she's out there with you. So you're really doing a good job keeping the ball away from
Yes,
a
sir.
very good Scott County defense.
Yes, sir. Nevaeh's like my right-hand man. Anytime I know I can't jump up the court, she's right there for me.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to know, and I was just curious, like, how many offers do you have? Like, I know you have some, did you say Kentucky just
She
recently
has
offered?
10 offers.
Yeah,
or more.
Kentucky offered me like last year. They were the first one that ever offered me, really. Yeah, I have like 5 or 6, like bigger schools.
Okay, and what's your summer look like now?
AAU, Kentucky Premier 17, UEYBL, great schedule.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
You're playing a lot of hoops.
Exactly.
But you got some hoops to play before then.
Yep.
You got the state
State
tournament, 8th region, Wednesday night. And do you know much about the 8th region, or did you just say you're just getting ready for Scott County?
Yeah, I think we're going to play Anderson. Yes, sir.
Anderson
They're in 8th
County.
region, yep.
Yep.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what William Warfield
We're ready.
said. And I think Simon Kent got upset early on in the district, didn't they? So,
Yeah.
So you'll move on to the 8th region Wednesday night, and you had you were named the MVP of this 11th region tournament. Quite an honor for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brooklyn Miles. We
Thank you.
appreciate you joining us.
Yes, sir.
That's the MVP of this tournament. She had 20 points tonight, and she's a confident young lady.
Oh, I love her. I mean, that would be one of the first people that would pick to run my point guard.
Yeah.
Like she's like, wow, like give her the ball, let her take it over.
57-53, William Warfield. It's a great regional final game here tonight.
Oh man, it was fantastic. I still can't believe how good Franklin County got at the last part of the season. You guys, to see where they started at at the beginning of the season, how they kind of picked up everything, rallied around Coach Thacker. I mean, just an amazing job by this Franklin County team.
Yeah, they win at 57-53. I guess I'm going to get out of here so they can quit seeing my bald spot up there on the camera that Joe Allen keeps showing. But anyway, 57-53 as Franklin County is your 11th region champ. Julie, great work with you. Good luck to you at the Sweet 16.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's always great to be with you, Gary.
And 57 for the King of Stream, William Moorfield, and Joe Allen. This is Gary Ball. The championship of the 11th region goes to Franklin County over Scott County, 57-53. Join us tomorrow now for the boys championship, Lexington Catholic and Scott County boys at 5 o'clock right here on Prep Spin, the Mingy Beef Jerky Game of the Week.